When a police officer discovers that the tire weighs more than anticipated, they discover much more than just air. He determines it would be prudent to let the deputy to observe this for himself. Without someone else there, he doesn't want to continue. He is unsure of how to respond to the situation. Inquisitive and anxious, he doesn't want to exacerbate the situation. Thinking through his options, he decides to wait and call the deputy, his safest choice. But his curiosity is raging. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Following a well-earned leave of absence, Deputy Mike Williams was eager to resume his duties. He was dismayed to find his patrol car no longer roadworthy when he got to work because he enjoyed his job. This was his reliable horse, after all. Unaware of the upcoming ordeal, he called the technician because it appeared to be an easy fix. Mike went to the mechanic's garage with his patrol car. He asked the mechanic if he could also fix one of the headlights that had strangely stopped working. Mike thought he and the mechanic would go through the procedure quickly and painlessly. But the real cause behind his wrecked automobile would send ripples of shock throughout the town. Eager to have his car repaired, Mike gave it over, and the technician quickly began to work. Everything appeared normal at first. However, an extremely odd discovery was made shortly after. The technician believed he had seen it all because he was skilled at handling a wide range of repairs. Apparently, not quite yet. In an interview, Sandra Rogers, one of the deputy's co-workers, stated that the mechanic discovered the wire had been eaten as he was repairing the headlight. Was it intentionally frayed, or was it chewed? There were numerous reasons why the wiring can fray. Given that rodents have been known to enter cars and cause expensive damage, the mechanic speculated that it might have been a rat. However, he was mistaken. The guy kept working on the headlight, unfazed. The mechanic was going to find something he had never seen before, especially in a police officer's vehicle, as he dug deeper inside the vehicle. He inserted his hand into the engine's corner to tug at the wiring while he carried on working on the patrol car's interior components. Then he stopped. Officer Rogers recalled, he saw a bunch of leaves and started to fix the wiring. Puzzled, the mechanic took a closer look at the leaves. Did this have something to do with the damaged headlight? Mike, meanwhile, carried on with his first day back at work. He didn't think about his car because he was so occupied. There was nothing at all to be concerned about, in his opinion. How mistaken he was. The mechanic called Mike when he was on his lunch break. He was shocked to hear from the mechanic that there was a little issue because he had assumed the automobile would be prepared for pickup. The mechanic declined to go into specifics over the phone, and Mike scowled. Rather, he requested that the deputy return as quickly as possible. Let the deputy see this for himself, the mechanic reasoned. He didn't want to continue without Mike, a law enforcement official there. The mechanic, interested and nervous, chose to wait. With his curiosity stoked, Mike hopped into the other patrol car he was using for the day and drove into the garage. The mechanic greeted him hesitantly when he arrived. He admitted to Mike that what he had discovered in the car somewhat scared him. Mike's anxiety increased. He thought his car was in worse disrepair than he had previously assumed. He was correct. Mike was escorted to his patrol car by the mechanic. He should inspect beneath the hood, close to the right side above the wheel, the expert said. Mike approached his cherished vehicle and strained his neck over the designated spot. When he saw the leaves, he tilted his head to the side. When he looked more closely, he was astounded by what he saw. According to Officer Rogers, there were 4 newborn squirrels within the leaf nest. The mechanic, who had never encountered anything like this, shook his head in bewilderment. It was evident that a mother squirrel had gotten into the arch of the wheel and left her young squirrels behind, which was quite unexpected. It was a first for the garage repair shop. The mechanic carefully took the tire off the car so as not to damage the young squirrels or their nest. He pulled out the nest with Mike's assistance. The newborn squirrels were in fantastic shape, sleeping soundly when they were taken. But what would happen to the infants at this point? Officer Rogers pondered. After the squirrels were removed from the truck, the deputy took them home. His goal was to try to get them back together with their mother. He put the sleeping young squirrels and their nest in a box with a hot water bottle and placed it in the identical area where his squad car had been parked before heading to the repair. As the hours passed, he got increasingly afraid that he had made the wrong decision or that the mother had departed. He did, however, catch a glimpse of the mother squirrel approaching to look inside the box. Hungry infant screams for mom were too loud for her to ignore. After checking inside, she snatched one baby by the neck and carried it away with her. However, she did not return. She must not have felt comfortable moving them in the light of day, so he said, "I think she waited until it got dark to get the rest after she'd picked up the first one and knew the others were safe in the box." She came back for another as the sun went down, and then another, until they were all back where they belonged. She had concealed them in his car, but why? Squirrels apparently establish nests in automobiles because of the heat they emit. Therefore, this is a typical occurrence. They are drawn to the engine's warmth, which makes it a comfortable area for them to nest, according to one source. After bringing in nuts, acorns, and nesting materials, squirrels can build a beautiful nest, but this can have terrible results. According to the Canadian Wildlife Federation, this is a widespread problem in rural regions. People have been advised to try to reduce the incidence by making their cars less appealing as places for nests. To keep the car cooler, one piece of advice is to keep the hood open. Other options include using taste deterrents to repel squirrels from biting wires. A bitter apple spray is a harmless choice that chases squirrels away. It is advised that you consult a veterinarian and your mechanic about the best ways to keep squirrels away from your vehicle without causing harm. Above all, take inspiration from the excellent example provided by the McHenry County Sheriff's Office officer. Although squirrels might be annoying at times, the NCSO deputy demonstrated a virtue that all law enforcement